Hey everybody, David Rose with the Living Tarot. It's Monday, the July 1st, and my count 'em, sixth day in a row doing social media. Barely pulled this one under the wire. I hope I can get it loaded before midnight. Today we loaded out the show. It was an amazing weekend. I can't thank enough the people that helped me and the musicians that played. Last night was off the charts. Had two female vocalists and one of them was a banjo player who played all kinds of instruments and percussion, and had this great guy, Joshua. Oh my God. And my main guy, Frederick Lewis, who's been my band director, like all of a sudden this weekend has grown as a musician to something I didn't even recognize. And I think it just, he hadn't been given a chance to really shine, you know? And I think if there was one lesson I had from this weekend, and I wept a lot today. I think sometimes the shows, you know, that there's a lot of intense emotion. There's a lot of people releasing things, and as a channel, and those of you that are also channels and empathetic, highly empathetic people, you'll know that you can absorb some of that. And so today I think I was releasing some of that, but the tears were also very joyous, and it was like this epic, happy, sad, existing together in this rich tapestry of emotion that I treasure. I treasure that. I welcome that. And I think everyone should learn how to cry well. I think it's one of the most amazing traits that you can pursue as a human, is to really learn how to get in touch with your deepest emotions, including sadness, and including the kind of joyous grieving or sadness that I experienced today, and I've heard other people talk of. Because one thing that happens in the show is that I support people in overcoming their obstacles, and so many people want to know, how can I overcome these challenges to find my true purpose? And sometimes they'll know everything they need to know, they just haven't leaped into it yet. So this weekend especially, I saw parts of myself I didn't know existed, and parts of other people that they didn't know existed, because I had people time and again get up and sing on stage or lead. I handed off the reins of the show to other people to lead because it was their dream, and I gave them the opportunity. And I'm not so attached to that I'm the only person doing it right that I can't let other people do amazing things. And they did over and over again. I'm blown away by the way people step up and show up when given the opportunity, and when there's support all around them. And that's one thing that I create in this show, in the Living Tarot, is support. And the audience likes supporting. We all want to, like this whole bullshit about that we are so disconnected. It's just not true. We can connect as much as we want. And so that's what I encourage in the show, and that is what I want us all to do in our lives, is support each other, to support other people, to encourage. If you want to be encouraged and you want people to support you, then do it for other people. Do it. If you want respect, give respect till you're bleeding from giving so much respect, and you're bleeding from giving so much kudos to other people when you really want it yourself. And watch how that turns around for you. Watch how you'll start receiving it, because people want to be seen. And so that's what today's reading is about, is like, how can we get out of our own egos and our own minds to support other people? And this is a short one today because I don't have much time, and I'm not doing it in the morning. It's it's 6:30 in the evening, and I've still got to upload it and get it on before midnight to keep my commitment to you people and to myself. So What can I do to support others? How can I overcome my own ego is sometimes a good question that you know, it's kind of like the argue about immigration and poor people is, why should we give them anything? I've had to pull myself up by my bootstraps. I've got everything I got by myself. Right, and you're sad. And you've never asked for help because your dad didn't ask for help and your mom didn't ask for help and nobody knew how to ask for help. Wake up! It's okay to ask for help. Start asking for help. Start giving help. Golly, this is not rocket science, people. We're waking up here. We're creating a battalion of awakened beings that are going to reach out into the world and change the course of this ship, which seems to be running directly head on into the iceberg. But we're not going to do it by doing the same old shit and having the same old arguments about, you know, I never got help. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard, and stop using it, please. All right, 3 cards. Sorry, I get kind of passionate about this anymore. So the challenge is the magician. Magician? Magician's been showing up lately. He's been kicking some ass in the live shows, let me tell you. He has been, he beheaded a teenager. Maybe I told you about that one. That was quite something. These two, very connected. The high priestess in the position of the action to take. Ooh, and the moon. The moon makes an appearance. Yay. All right. So the magician, right? He's standing at the sacred table. He's got his wand. He's got the infinity symbol over his head because everything is possible for the magician. He's got he's got the cups and the pentacles and the swords and the wands. He's got all 4 directions. He's got all 4 suits of the tarot. He's got earth, air, fire, water. He has got everything available to him, just like you do, and just like I do. And if you think you don't, then that's what's getting in the way. If you think you don't have everything available to make the changes in your life and to make changes in other people's lives, because that's what this is about. This is about, for just a second, we're going to forget about ourselves and we are going to figure out how to help everyone else. Now, the secret message under this is that it helps you more than you will ever know. It is exactly what you need to break out of the me, me, me and start giving to them, they, thus, whoever. The magician is the manifester. He brings in energy from the stars. He brings in the astral. He makes manifest into physicality something that is just an image, something that is just starlight, something that is cosmic energy. And he uses, she uses, they use. It is used by them, their will. Just absolutely. Your 3rd chakra, you're to make this happen. You have to want to give, want to help, want to encourage, want other people to rise up. Do you want to be surrounded by a bunch of losers? No, because it makes your life loser. When people meet you and they meet your friends, they want to be like, wow, you've got some really cool friends. And you helped build them up. You helped. You didn't give in to petty personal politics, whether you agree with them or not, or whether they hurt your feelings a long time ago. Everybody's hurt. Everybody is suffering. Buddha said it. We're all suffering. Life is suffering. So get over it. So how we can help the suffering end is by manifesting change. And the way that we can do that is by helping other people. All right? It's really simple. And it's really dynamic, and you're going to almost instantly notice the change if you do this. And what you're doing is what the high priestess is telling you. Look how she's flanked on either side by darkness and light. She hovers in that land between darkness and light. And I think we all hover in that land between darkness and light. And in our culture today, there is a bevy of darkness floating all around us. There is a sea, an ocean of hatred and misunderstanding and angst and wanting connection, feeling like some political party can give you some of that. And that's not where it comes from. I guarantee you, political party will not give you shit. They will not give you anything other than hopes and dreams, which unless you change, nothing is going to change. We have to change personally. The high priestess uses her intuition. And intuition is when you really can clear your mind and you can clear your heart, and without Fox News or MSNBC or anyone else telling you what is true, that you run things through your heart and through your divine system, your divine self. And in that self, you are creating a vibration that says, show me the truth. I am open and receptive. I haven't pre-decided anything. We all like to think we know something, right? That we are in touch with something. And sometimes those things are really illusion. They're just illusion. They're brought to us by the media, or they're brought to us by people that influence us. And we forget to think for ourselves. And we forget to know that what we create in a day-to-day basis in our relationships with other people is that we create the dynamic that we most want ourselves. So if you're having shitty relationships with everyone, then you're calling forth unto yourself a shitty relationship. Because what you're telling other people is that you're unhappy. And you want them to see you. And you want them to understand you. And they want you, without telling them about your pain, you want them to know that you're suffering. But nobody knows, because it's like you're a huge sucking sound. So the only way to stop, if you're unhappy with the relationships that you've manifest, it's because of you. It's not because of the other people. We each create our own reality. So it's time to wake up and change your reality. And if you really want to change immigration, if you really want to change the politics of the world, start by changing yourself, because you're going to have a lot more effect there than whether you vote Democratic or Republican or blah, blah, blah. Try changing the way you communicate with these friends who are upset, these friends who are maybe angry, these friends who are negative all the time. And maybe I have a feeling you may be negative more than you think. And start loving them in your heart. Start caring about them and wondering maybe what's going on. Maybe you can help them in some way. Maybe it's something as simple as a kind word. Maybe it's something as simple as putting your hand on their shoulder and go, I hope everything's going okay for you, man, because you look a little sad. And if there's any time you want to talk, then I'm open. You know? And then just listen. Sometimes people just want to, don't just start immediately giving advice. Just listen. Reach out and encourage people to follow their dreams. Find out what they are. What do you even know what your friends' real true dreams are? If they could drop everything right now. And then you encourage. Hey man, you know, I was thinking about what you said the other day about like wanting to learn an instrument and play, and it's like I heard about this guy who teaches this, or this band that's forming and they need a lead singer, and I think, yeah, just go for it. You know, learn a song or two and go audition. You know, just be behind them. They don't have to follow your advice. Don't get pissed if they don't follow your advice. Just let them know that you care and you want them to grow and you want things better in their life. You're going to start feeling them in your intuition. The high priestess is going to help guide you to that. So give up all this old think you know stuff. And the transformation. You know what's going to happen when you do this? You know, the moon, she is about our emotional body. The moon reflects the sun. The sun is pure love. And Dogs howl at the moon. They express themselves. They express their emotions. The transformation that's going to start happening to you is you're going to start being a more genuine version of yourself. Because as you start encouraging people, you're going to be feeling them, and you're going to be rooting for them, and you're going to be wanting them to succeed, and you're going to live their successes, and you're going to live their failures, and that's what you want. You want to connect to people, and then they're going to feel connected to you, and you'll be amazed at how transformational that's going to be in your life. You want people to be connected to your life. You want them to care about you. So start caring about them, which means you open their heart to them, which means you open your deep emotional self to them. You tell them when you're sad. You tell them when you're happy. Don't fall into the bullshit oppression of thinking you have to say everything's okay. In this world, everything is not okay. It's just not. But you can make it okay in your heart. You can make it okay in your little bits of groups of friends, in your little friendships. Stretch yourself, reach out, feel. If I do anything in the show, I'm encouraging people to feel. Please, God, let's start feeling, because everybody is so numb. And it's okay, because at first it's going to be like a wash, like a flood, because there's so much that's pent up. And don't be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of that. It's so normal. You are going to discover so much about yourself. Go out dancing, please. I'm begging you all. Go dance. Go sing. Go listen to music. Raise your vibration so that when you are supporting people, they're feeling this new you and this excitement. They're watching you change, and then they want to change. We all rise together. Or you can all hang in the bottom of the pit, and everybody's pissed about what's going on. It's just not that fun of a place to be, and I choose not to be there myself. And I hope you choose not to be there yourself either. Because you know what? It is so amazing. It is so fun when you support people. And you see the smiles that I have seen, the gratitude that I have seen makes me so emotional, because it is so real that when people see that what all I care about is them rising up, and that I have given myself over to that, and the gratitude I see on their faces, it is stunning, and it changes the world. It changes a community. You see people getting excited about their life, about that they can make changes. They can change their job. They can change their relationship. They can change the way they relate to people. It's all possible. Just start caring and feeling and using your intuition and using your heart. And it's so beautiful. I guarantee you, it's money back guarantee. I would give you your money back immediately if that doesn't work. I guarantee I won't give away a penny. So I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to tell you more. I'll keep you updated on my new shows in Boulder. Go to livingtarot.org. Go to my Facebook page, The Living Tarot. It's just Living Tarot on Facebook. And you'll see updates by me. You'll see links to this, to these daily 3 videos. So thank you. Have a great evening or day. And come see one of my shows if I'm in your area. Right. Have a great one.